Hello everybody, how's everyone day? Ame Gakita desu. Okay, so for today's topic, we are going to talk about Crimzon Ruze of HoloStar EN, where he apparently gives some opinion that is in regard to fictional characters, and apparently it got a lot of people either kind of like split in the middle, where they either say that he's being biased, based or biased, or I don't know how you pronounce that word, but I'm gonna just go with base. And there are some people who is like again biased or something along the line. So it's like he's either based or he's being biased. But those who actually say he's being biased or whatsoever along the line would be actually mean kind of like go with the words that he's need to be cancelled, he need to be fired or whatsoever based on his wording. And it's kind of like got me a little bit question about his opinion. I was like looking at some of people who've come out with his video where they show the clip of his word. I'm gonna take it as based on all those things. I have seen the stream, the whole stream, just to see anything that was kind of like cut out of contents or misunderstood. And yeah, I'm gonna just use Khyo the Rabbit Man Vtuber as the main source for today. I also have seen false ID videos, so I will put out both of their videos as the main source to be used. Although Hero and Ref say had give out their own opinion, I'm not going to show up their video, nor will I link them to them, including that Hero had got his video taken down or removed due to opinion crashing or people talking about it. So yeah, the reason why I want to talk about this, and at the same time, Ref, Hero, if you do watch it, forgive me, I'm not going to put it up. I will, let's just say that the opinion sometimes can agree to disagree. So we all have to sit down and discuss the opinion. Okay, in regard is that Crimzon Ruze, who I just debuted just recently as the third generation or HoloStar EN, the one thing that he actually go along the line that people actually go and ask him for his opinion on fictional characters, and he kind of like give quite a 2 or 3 opinions that we'll go through. And I actually kind of like do think that he really, like when I actually put the title misunderstood or misspoken, I would say both at one go. Reason being that the way he's phrased it kind of can rub people the wrong way. He actually, like the way he said the stuff, right, it rubbed me the wrong way. But on the other hand, I can also see where he's coming from when he actually used the word if you know what I mean. Like when a person who know very well when they use the word if you know what I mean, there is a high chance that a person who will actually there's a very high chance that a person realize that they tend to say words that can be misspoken or misunderstood. So I'm gonna take it with the benefit of doubt and with the pinch of salt that Crimzon Ruze may have this experience before where his words can be taken out of context most of the time based on his saying. But there are also many people who kind of like can give like interpret his word, the way he says stuff in the wrong way, and it kind of like again rub a lot of people the wrong way. And there are people who actually go to the point of posting that they want him fired, they want him out of the HoloStar, even though he just only get in and just debut and start praying. All right. So what are we going to talk in regards to the number one phrase? Well, the number one phrase is that he used the word he believed that character at the end of the day, like for all the anime character, game character, or whatever character, right, when he phrased them as fictional character, that is his own argument where he's basically going with the point of like at the end of the day all of them are fictional, they are not real. That's his stand. It can rub the people who love the anime and wish for them to be real, or people who love the anime so much to the point that they think it's real, and or they love the character and they want it to be real, or something along the line that people who hate the anime and they just kind of like can use his words saying that, oh, at the end of the day the anime are fake, or along the line of like, oh, you think that if people who think that those are because those are fake, it considered okay. So there is a lot of way it can be interpreted, and Crimzon, the way he phrased it can cause like the way he phrased it is already like it's already over the like in the sense I know some people will disagree with me, but from how I look at the things, right, when I look at the skills, he basically crossed that line. If he is able to rub me the wrong way, right, the way he phrased it, right, I'm really like, dude, that's just so wrong. But on the other hand, I also can see where he's coming from, because like I mentioned along a lot of time in my videos, in all my previous videos, if you guys want to go and check out when I was talking about anime stuff, when it comes to anime or fictional character or whatsoever, even for game character, right, we always know one thing is that there are some people who can't differentiate between reality and fiction. And again, it's a very dangerous line to cross, because when it comes to love or hate of a character, obsession with that fictional character can lead people down the wrong path or dangerous path. But for Crimzon, the way he said it, like, oh, it's just at the end of the day fictional. So in a way, I'm gonna say when people say that he's been a base person, true. The way he phrased it, it may actually mean that he's just thinking that people should not take too seriously when it comes to anime or games character or a manga character, and it's not wrong, because at the end of the day, those characters are created by human hand for other people to enjoy. But again, like I mentioned, it can be misunderstood, where he actually think that fictional character is fictional character, and if this is fake, whatever we do to it or whether we like it or hate it is at the end of the day our own opinion. But the way he phrased it just seems maybe come out with a little bit of the rude side or rub people the wrong way. So again, if it can even rub me the wrong way, I will have to give the skill tilted to the part where he is really he's not really on the misunderstood side, if that is really his feeling. But on the other hand, again, I would when I say tilted, it's more towards tilted to the misinterpreted side, because I believe that the way he said it can there's a high chance that he may have misspoken it, because if he used the word if you don't know what I mean, well it means that you need to read, like, to Crimzon, if you're watching this, you have to go and relearn the phrase. You hate it, whether you hate it or not, or you like it or not. It's that the way you phrase it, things, right, can have many way to interpret. And I know before you guys go and press the dislike button or whatever, just hear me out now. The thing is, right, we all know that sometimes whatever we say, right, can mean two things, and whether we like it or not, it can lead people to either agree with the way we intended, or disagree this because of the misinterpretation. And Crimzon really had that happening. But what got people into hating them at the moment is more towards the snake's opinion that he actually gave out. So he actually go with the word sexualization of fictional character. Again, rub people the wrong way because of the way he say. And again, I will actually give the skill tip back, because I think instead of misspoken, it is very likely it is misinterpreted too. Well, I will give some way of explaining things, but in a nutshell, it will actually mean that he believed that characters can be sexualized. Like, let's say for example, like a character, be it a male or female, it can go through the rule of R34, which is basically sexualize a game or a manga or anime character or any fictional character in the most thereby way or in the most sensual way. But he wished that people can go through the phrase of asking the creator or the author for permission before going through this. But the way he phrased it is that we have to ask for permission of the character itself. He used Bayonetta as the example, where he said that because Bayonetta is considered sensualized, he think it's alright. And that if the character is not sexualized, like don't show any sexual appeals, it shouldn't. So the thing is, right, it kind of like got people talking about it that they either agree and disagree. But the way he said that we must, I believe that he's saying that if we want to people to see whether is it alright to sexualize this character, we must ask the creator. But the way he phrased it, like he has to understand he misspoken the way he said it, is that it's very, very likely the way he said it is that, or intended to say, is that we must ask the creator. Let's say if Bayonetta is sexualized and we think we want to even make it even more, we had to ask the creator, the game creator, is it alright to do this? Again, I don't agree on that part. Is that for me, who has studied anime and manga in Japan, like I actually went there and I actually chat with real life director, real life developer and publisher from game and anime studio. And I know some people might find it shockingly to listen, but in fact, the Japanese people actually told me that is not all of them, but most of them like it when people start drawing fan artwork of the character, whether is it in the sensual way or is it in the sexualized ways. What does that mean? Basically, if anyone who like the character, if they make it like a very draw in the most cute way or is it in the most dirty way, as long as it brought people to talk about the anime or the game itself, it is one thing, because when people start watching that, people who are not aware of this anime or this game, when people draw artwork of it, fan artwork to be exact, people will tend to get notice of the fan artwork first more than they notice of the anime itself or the game itself. So when people start drawing, like let's say the adult version or not safe for work artwork, and it got spread on the internet, people, although they may crash on it, there are also some people who will actually take notice of it and they may go and look it up. If people who again doesn't understand the full contents, then in a sense they will just kind of like talk about it, and people who know about the content will actually go and look into it again, and in a way, at the end of the day, it brings eyes to the product. And whether you agree or not, this is how the Japanese view it. A lot of them think that when more hours spread out, fan hours to be spread out, people will come across those fan hours, and at the end of the day, people will search it out, look into it, and then it became this just basically bring eyes to the product. And that is how publisher look at it, because it's called free marketing. As long as they don't need to spread it themselves, when the fan are spreading it by themselves, they do less marketing and it can get more people to buy their merchandise or look into the product, and at the end of the day, that they have achieved what they want, bring eyes to the product. And the thing is, right, they don't really care whether you draw not safe forward or not, or safe forward, or basically it's like that's the Japanese way of thinking. And you guys have to understand that this, I have speak with publisher again, like I studied anime and manga, and I also went to game company studio when I was younger, and I asked them that question before. That's what most of them believe. So, which is the reason why some of the game, like Nobita, when I actually talk about like, the things, right, I never really put up the things about the way the game developing. But when words get spread easily, that's called free marketing, and they love that. All right. So, at the end of the day, is it considered a good thing to ask the Crimzon? Like the way Crimzon say, like, should we ask the creators for permission? Unless he's really phrasing that we have to ask a fictional character that is not real, then yeah, I think Crimzon, if you're watching this, you have to understand, dude. Like, bro, people misunderstood that, thinking that we have to ask a game character. So if, let's say for example, I love this game character and I want to sexualize this character, can you reply to me that I can draw a sexualized picture of you? But it's fake though, he is still replying to me. So, yep, at the end of the day, it can cause people to like question what the hell he's saying. But I'm actually giving the benefit of the, like, the way he phrased it may although seem wrong, but it's very likely that he was misunderstood, and that's what I think. Now, back to the last part where there is quite one last thing that I wish not to point out, but when it comes to like fictional character, again, people are suggested to their own opinion and their own views, and again, if you love a character and you like it, as long as you don't like it to the point of obsession, that's fine, because like what Crimzon said, is that at the end of the day, it's considered fictional, is off it. But there are some people who really can't draw that line, and it's a very dangerous thing to talk about. And I think that he when he actually got that question out, it's really kind of got me questioning, like, oh god, he's gonna get cancer for it, maybe. But when I look at it, I seen quite a lot of people go to the point like wanting him in fire. And again, I was like looking at it like like people really got mad over it. And in a sense, it can, like, again, we go back to the people point of like, there are some people who defend him and there are some people who is against him, and I can see where it's coming from, because at the end of the day, I will actually put up the skill and say that he's number one, the way he spoke, his opinion might seem can rub people the wrong way, and number two, people kind of low key misinterpret his wording, so in a sense that caused more misunderstanding. And again, the skill, is it tilted to one side? Yes, it's tilted to one side, because if it can rub me the wrong way, if it can rub me the wrong way, it can prove one thing, that the way he says that may be a bit wrong, and that I would believe that he need to not saying that he have to relearn English. I mean, like, he's spoken English, he's doing English. It seems to me that his English is his baseline, main language. But what I'm saying, that he need to relearn about his way of phrasing words, because you can't go around saying like, oh, if you know what I mean. The thing is, right, I always try to explain words. Whether if I say it once, I always try to explain it again and again and again. Like, I tend to repeat the thing, because I know sometimes how people love to take words out of context, and it can got people up to misinterpret the way I said it. And it's common in most of my videos. Like, I got a lot of these people who decide either they don't understand what I'm saying, or they kind of like take my word out of context. And at the end of the day, it really costs one of our I mean, like, even if you don't agree or disagree, we have to agree one thing, is that there is a part of that we may disagree on. But I'm not sure about how people look at the whole situation, how people think about it. Because personally, to me, I think this Crimzon guy is really can be easily misunderstood. And I mean, like, not saying that I hate him or whatever. Don't get me wrong, guys. It's just that the way he phrased it can have the wrong impression. And the reason why I say it rubbed me the wrong way is that I see where he's coming from. But on the other hand, if it can cause a few people, like Rev say, or Hero giving their own opinion that is way off, and the reason why I'm not going to include their video is that Hero had his video either had being removed, as well as Hero didn't even talk much about it, just a short highlight of it, and then he just forgot about it. I can see why people can misunderstood Crimzon way of saying, and the reason why I'm not going to include that video is that it's like, at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter. That's how I feel like it, because the way the point they're given, right, proof one thing, is that Crimzon Ruze or Crimzon Ruze actually kind of like say things that is so easily misunderstood and rub people the wrong way, that I won't go to the point of saying like he should be fired. I believe that everyone is fine with their own opinion, to have their own view, their own ideologies. But if he actually didn't mean what he said, then I believe that this guy need to rethink about what he's like. He have to rewatch this clip, the clip of the part where he said his own opinion, and actually address what he meant in a way. So he doesn't need to apologize. I do not think he need to apologize at all. It's just that he need to say properly what he's trying to give out, like give people an proper understanding, because from how I look at it, like a lot of his work is just being misunderstood. But that doesn't mean that there are people who don't agree with him. There are people saying that he's a base person, they agree with him, they are defending him. But now I will have to sit down and give you guys a question to, if you are a loyal fan of him, I have to ask you guys one question now. What if Crimzon is not belonging to Hololive? What if he's an indie VTuber giving his own opinion? Will you guys still defend him per se? Will his opinion considered misunderstood or misinterpreted, or did he or will you guys just instantly cancel him on the spot? Again, I'm giving the high benefit of doubt that he may have used the wrong phrasing of words, and the way he said it can be misunderstood. But I hope you guys can understand where I'm coming from, because it's just how it seems to me if he can rub me the wrong way. Anyway, I think that should be all for now. Although my voice is not very good today, I know some people will know me that I tend to be very active, but the reason why I'm actually using this voice for today is that my throat is not feeling well when I was recording this. So yep, hope you guys can understand that my voice just kind of like having some sore throat, and it's not good for me to use or talk too much, but yeah, it's just not looking good for, and yeah, I hope you guys can bear with the voice. I probably have to use this voice for the next few days of recording if it doesn't heal up, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, don't forget to press the like button if you do like this kind of video. But if you don't like the video, don't worry, don't press the delete button. All you need to do is just go to the watch history, remove the history view of you watching this video, and that's will be fine for you. You will not see me again. But with that being said, if you do also like this kind of contents or things that where I talk about random stuff on a daily basis, yeah, you can just subscribe for more, and we'll talk more on all the, or discuss even more random stuff. But with that being said, this is Ame Gakita signing up. Normally I want to talk more, but let my also feel better. Okay, let's just, well, anyway, I hope you guys have a nice day or night. Bye bye.